Hello everyone and welcome to Fitness Reloaded. This is Maria and today I want to give you a personal update, and the update is that I'm pregnant. Okay, so right now I'm at 6.5 weeks already, so I've known this for a bit more than 2 weeks already. I found out exactly on the day when I was supposed to have my period. Okay, that's when I got my positive pregnancy test. And today I want to give you a personal update, tell you about the symptoms I've been experiencing since week 4, okay, and how they've been changing, some of my plans, and some of the benefits of exercise when you are pregnant. So let me start with my symptoms. In week 4, everything was great. I felt great. There was pretty much no difference to the way I would normally be. I felt as if I would be getting my period, like I would feel cramps in my belly, but that was pretty much it. Okay, so nothing extraordinary. Obviously I had a missed period, but nothing too special. The other thing that was also happening was I felt my breasts getting heavier, which was slightly different than what would normally happen when you expect to have your period. At least in the past, I would get some soreness, but I wouldn't feel this type of heaviness that started happening right away from week 4. Actually, now I'm in week 6 and I don't even recognize them. Like, if you were to show them to me 2 weeks ago and tell me, Maria, are these yours? Like, by any chance, I would be like, no, these belong to some other woman. I will never recognize them, but they have grown a lot. So that's something I definitely didn't expect, and I'm not sure if they'll keep growing up at this pace, because I don't know what's gonna happen. Like, if I feel this way, if they feel this way in week 6, how are they gonna be like at the end of the pregnancy or during breastfeeding? So that's one thing. I still have cramps, okay? I still sometimes have cramps as if I'm expecting my period. Sometimes they even wake me up, like if it's early in the morning, I might wake up because of them. They do happen, but they're not as common as they were in week 4. And as I said, week 4 was pretty great because starting week 5, I started having morning sickness, which is not really morning sickness, it's more like all-day sickness. And that's a problem because, let me be honest, morning sickness sucks. I've been wanting to shoot this video for a few days already, and I've been postponing because I cannot do anything. Like, you feel like you're about to throw up, and even if you don't throw up, you feel sick, like really sick. And it really, I don't know how people go to work when they have those symptoms, and I don't know why people like really don't warn you about that, because it really sucks. And just because other women might go through that too, okay, more than 50% of women actually experience morning sickness. So just because it's common doesn't mean it's trivial. It's not trivial. That's a big problem. On the positive side, I've started taking medication for it. Okay, there is a medicine that you can take that addresses morning sickness specifically, and it's safe for pregnancy. And it's a combination of vitamin 6 and sleep aid. So I have started taking that. I'm not sure if it's going to help. We'll see. So I should have an update about that. But yeah, morning sickness is not trivial, and we should be warned in advance, okay, that this happens and it sucks. It really does. So I have been trying to find ways to cope with it. I've actually been eating all the time, because eating helps me feel slightly better, and I've gained 4 pounds in 2 weeks. Can you believe it? Some of it is because I've started being swollen, like all over, like my shoes, some of my shoes don't fit because my feet are swollen. I stopped wearing my wedding ring because it doesn't feel as comfortable anymore in my finger because I'm swollen. So And this has been happening since week 5, I think, or maybe at the end of week 4 I started having that. So this feeling swollen thing started happening right away, pretty much right away. And I still have it, obviously, but I am also eating all the time. So these 4 pounds, it's not just, oh, I'm swollen. It's also, I'm getting fatter because I'm eating a lot. And I'm serious about that. I am eating a lot. So morning sickness is a problem. If I don't find a way to deal with it, I'm gonna gain a lot of weight in my first trimester, which is the trimester when you're not really supposed to gain any weight, okay? I'm gonna gain a lot of weight, and I'm also gonna be very unproductive because you really cannot do things when you feel sick. How can you focus on work when you feel that sick? I mean, it's very difficult. It makes your life miserable. These are my 2 cents for morning sickness, but there is a silver lining, and that is that if you have morning sickness, your chances of miscarriage actually go down. That doesn't mean that if you don't have morning sickness, then, oh, bad news for you, your chances of miscarriage increase. So it doesn't work the other way around. It's just that if you happen to have it, then this is a sign of a healthy pregnancy that is progressing, okay? So women who have morning sickness, lower chance of miscarriage. That said, you may have a perfectly healthy baby, okay, and not experience any morning sickness at all. And if you happen to be one of those women, I salute you. Okay, and now let me get into my final topic about exercise. Okay, so I wanted to take advantage of this opportunity and maybe shoot prenatal workout videos, but then morning sickness started. Okay, and once morning sickness started, what type of exercise would I shoot? I mean, it sucks. Like, the only thing you can do with morning sickness is at best go for a walk, and still you get those things up, so just not that good, but that's the only thing. So back in week 4, when I didn't have morning sickness, I was like, oh, I'm going to shoot the most comprehensive prenatal workout series. And now I'm like, I don't know, because if I don't deal with morning sickness, I don't know if I can shoot good workouts for you that will actually help you. So I cannot make any announcements about that. If you do happen to see prenatal workout videos from me in the next couple of weeks, that means I've been feeling better, and I'm definitely gonna post an update about how I've dealt with morning sickness successfully. And another thing about exercise is actually really important. Okay, there are a lot of studies done about it, but let me first target a common myth about exercise, and that is that when you're pregnant, you should take it very easy with exercise and lower your activity levels, or maybe even not exercise at all. The truth is that this was a myth, okay, and up until about 50 years ago, that's what most people believed. But this was not because science said so. Okay, so science didn't say that, let's say, you're going to have a better birth outcome or a healthier baby if you don't exercise during pregnancy. This was just what people believed, like, oh, you should be careful, don't do this, don't do that, just lie in bed. That's what people believed. In fact, okay, in reality, studies show that exercise is very good for pregnant women, okay? And by exercise, I don't mean that now is the time for you to train for your next triathlon, okay? Or to become an Olympic athlete, okay? Getting moderate to vigorous exercise, actually, is good for you, okay? It's associated with a lower incidence of preeclampsia, lower incidence of gestational diabetes, pregnancy-induced hypertension, lower risk of getting a C-section. And these are some of the benefits, okay? Better mood during pregnancy might help you deal with nausea. Actually, when I manage to go out for a walk, I do feel better, but no, effects are limited. But it is a coping mechanism. So, a lot of benefits around it. If you have been exercising up until the time when you get pregnant, the fact that you get pregnant is not a reason for you to stop exercising. Actually, your first trimester, you can pretty much keep going. I mean, unless, of course, there is a medical need and your doctor tells you no for some reason. For most women, what is recommended that they should just keep the activity level they had before. And if you were not exercising before, now is actually a great opportunity for you to start getting some exercise. And again, it is a good time for you to start, like if you haven't been exercising, to start doing beginner type of exercises, okay? Recommended activity levels are pretty much the same to everybody else's, okay? So 150 minutes of exercise a week. And unfortunately, less than 20% of pregnant women meet this type of activity levels. And this is good both for you as a mom and for the baby. So these are just some thoughts to keep in mind. I do acknowledge in your first trimester with morning sickness, it's terrible. Like I have been wanting to exercise and I end up going up on my bike and I feel like these things coming up in my stomach, just feeling sick. This is a big barrier, so I really hope I find a way out of it. So I do acknowledge this, but if you don't have it, you're so lucky. Take advantage of this opportunity, go for a walk, start doing yoga maybe at home, or enroll at the gym even. Just do it, it's gonna be good for you, okay? Ask your doctor about what is safe for you, okay, and what they recommend when you're pregnant and then when you have a baby. Your whole context changes, your environment changes, okay? A baby is such a big disruption that it completely changes your habits. So when you have these types of big disruptions, it's a big opportunity for you to create new habits. Okay, so thank you for watching. Oh, before I shut this video, let me actually show you my belly just to see how big it has become. Okay, there we are now. You can see it. As you can see, it's already started to come out. Okay, I expect I'm gonna show very early with this type of progress. Okay, so that was my week 6. So that was my week 6 belly shot. And let me know if you like this update. If you did, I'm gonna post more of those, okay, as weeks go by. And if you're also dealing with morning sickness, good luck. Thanks for watching and I'll catch you again next time. Bye bye.